Hey guys,
Wow.
we are here for a swatch video. Today's makeup look will be posted later on today for today's Get Ready With Me. As you already know, Revolution Makeup, Revolution Beauty, Makeup Revolution, whatever name they go by, I feel like they have several. I feel like in general they have like 3 separate or more lines that they all go by. In Canada, for the most part, we usually just get Revolution Makeup. So they came with a new collection called the Icon palettes. Um, Here we have the Enchanted Icon, which you guys see me pull out a couple of times over the past couple of days. This is supposed to be a dupe, at least we think it is, for the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. Then we have this one, which is called, I think it says, it has this thing on it. If I peel it off, the name is gone. I believe this one's called the True Icon, and this is a dupe from what we can tell from the Patrick Ta 2 palette. Then they have 2 other ones. I don't know what they would be dupes for. Leave it down in the comments. I googled these, looked these up, and no one has said what these 2 are dupes for, but they have all an agreement that the other 2 are dupes for what I just said they're dupes for. This one is the Eternal Icon, and this one's more like green, mauvey, like these mauvey purple browns, some neutrals, and all of them have 2 creams on the side that are protected by a thin piece of paper plastic. I look at this and initially I was like, that's a dupe for an ABH palette, but then I was like, no, maybe not. There's too many greens in here. And then I was like, maybe it's a dupe for an indie palette. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have figured out what this one's a dupe for. So that's the Eternal Icon. And then the last one, I'm thinking it's supposed to be a dupe for a Huda palette, and I might have the one that it might be a dupe for. Possibly. This one is called the Smoky Icon. And the reason why I said Huda is because of the shade right here. Although this isn't jelly in here, it looks like a Huda shadow. And there's a purple. Again, there's like 2 creams, a black and a white cream. Maybe I'm wrong and this isn't a dupe for a Huda palette as well, but I'm looking at it and I feel like yes, but what one would it be? Let me know in the comments, guys. Anyways, we're gonna swatch these. What's up?
Why is this off?
Why is what?
It's off.
What is it? Oh, I don't know. Why is that off?
I took it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she was hitting her head on the bottom.
Oh, she was hitting her head on it? Okay.
Seeing if she likes it better.
So, we're gonna start by swatching this one. These feel good. And I'm just gonna do like one swipe of the shades. I'm not gonna build them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll swatch the creams too. I might actually start using the creams. Ooh, I like that one. That'd be good for a good contour. Alright, so here's the first palette, the what's it called? The Enchanted Icon. This is the whole palette swatched. These are the two creams right here. This one almost blended into my skin. It's a shimmer though. And yeah, I just want to do one swipe with them. No primer, nothing. I think it's very pretty, and yeah. Very pretty. All right, I'm gonna get a wipe and wipe this one off. And then we'll go on to the next palette. I'll let this side dry and we'll do the, I'll swatch the next palette on the other, next, like this arm right here. So this one, we will do this palette, which is called the Eternal palette. The one that I'm not sure what would be a dupe for it. That feels different. That almost feels like a cream. I don't know. I see this palette and I can see Andy liking this one. The color story of it. Those are pretty. I feel like it's harder for me to swatch on this side. Then I'll get the two matte, or the two creams. Let's see. I do swatches better on this arm. So this one, there's the two creams right there. This one's definitely more matte heavy, but like these are shimmers. They don't have like, they don't look like they're multi-chrome or there's no shifts in them. If any have a shift, it might be this one right here, but it would be slight. Otherwise, it's just mattes with some basic shimmers. I don't know what this would be a dupe for though. Like nothing comes to mind at all. Yeah, even looking at it, yeah, there's no shifty shades in this one. Pretty nonetheless. I think we'll keep the swatching to the other arm because it's just much easier. And then here's the Patrick Todd dupe. This is the crap. What did I say this one was called? The Icon? No, True Icon? The True Icon? Can't remember. But we'll swatch this one. I feel like this one's my favorite one. stomach is making. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. This one has shifty shades in it as well. Where did I leave off at? Okay, so there's this. Did I do that one? Okay, I gotta do this one, and then the two creams. Put the creams in these ones as well. So here's this one. I feel like this one has like the shimmers on this one kind of shift. There's more oomph to them. And of course the two creams are down here. There is a shade right there, but it's very light. And again, I just want you guys to see like one swipe. This is like definitely my favorite. And then we'll swatch the last one. And then hopefully other people with different skin tones, hopefully they have these and they swatch them out too. Because we all see how white this chick's arm is. I mean, so the colors are going to look different on everybody's skin tone. And then here we have the smoky icon. Again, I think this is a dupe for a Huda palette, which I'm going to check here when I'm done. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. See how that one went on? There's like a chunk missing. It's like, it's thick. How does that one spread out though? Okay, if you push into it, I'm just gonna do it for this one. Look at that. That's pretty, but not much color. Got. Oh, I don't have to go back in with this one. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it because ooh, that one's got a shift. This one has a shift. It goes from like bronze to gold, and like there's like a burgundy purple. This is like a black, but almost like a navy color with silver sparkles. This is a, and I'll show you which one this is in the pan when I'm done. That's actually pretty. I could see me doing a one and done look with that one. That silver one though, that one surprised me how that went on. And then we will swatch. Hang on now, that was still two more mattes and then two creams. These mattes feel so soft. Trying to lift up the piece of plastic where the creams are. Some of these mattes though, they're so light. Like look at that. There's two there. All right, so here's the smoke palette. These are all matte, 2 cream, gold shimmer. We have this one in the pan. It looks like it's a bronzy brown. When you swatch it, it has like a shift to like that burgundy. We have this shade, which is very pretty. This one and this one. I'll show you what one this is. So that's this one here. It went on quite look at that. It's very, I can't think of a palette that this would be a dupe for, and it's not like a full-blown dupe, but this one Huda comes to mind, and I'll show you the one I think it might be for. The palette that comes to mind for me is the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda. The only thing that makes me think maybe not is because this one's more, this has mauve tones in it, right? This one doesn't. Something tells me that this is supposed to be a dupe for this. And then again, like this color here, you're seeing it look purple. In person though, when you're just looking at it, it looks bronze. And then you have to like turn it to get the purple to show up. This shade here has got like all those like bubbles in it. You see that? That's what Huda does in their palettes. And then this silver that right there that I put on right here. Color that came to mind for me for here is this one here called Strong AF. But that's a different color altogether. You know what that color looks like actually? Kind of makes me think of this one right here. So I'm just going to do this. But this has more purple. Yeah. You guys let me know what you think this is a dupe for. This one and then this one here. I don't have a color story like, nope, not that one. Wrong one. I don't have this color story at all in my collection. So I can't say what I think this one's a dupe for. But these two here, what do you guys think these are dupes for? Again, in person, this one here does not look purple. It looks bronze, but it shifts to purple. I don't think it's a Natasha Denona, because Natasha Denona doesn't do the bubble. You know, like those jelly ones that are normally in here. I feel like this is supposed to be a dupe for the Pretty Grunge palette. But this is coming from someone, I only have a couple of the Huda palettes. Now, there are smaller Huda palettes. I used one the other day. One sec. Can't wait for fall to use this. You can use it now, but there are some palettes I use depending on the season, time of year. There are Huda palettes that come in this size. I have the two of like the nude ones, the medium and the light, and they have 9 shades. It's a possibility that this is supposed to be a dupe for one of the Huda palettes this size, but off the top of my head, I can't think of one that's smoky. Can you guys? I know she's come out with a couple of new ones where like the ones like this, the nudes, these are all powders. There's no cream in them whatsoever. But she came out with ones, I think, the past year where there's 1 or 2 creams in them and people don't, well, it's mixed reviews, but for the most part, I take it that most people didn't like that. I'm wondering if does she have a smoky one? That's this size that this could be a dupe for? Or is this a dupe for something completely different? And then this one. I think this is an indie brand dupe. Anyways, my verdict is just based on the two that I have used on my eyes. These two, I like the quality. If you're like wanting the Patrick Ta palette, but you're looking at the price and stuff, go get this one. This is the Patrick Ta 2. They only have these 4 palettes for this collection. I think maybe they should expand on it, especially if people really like them, and maybe do the dupe for the Patrick Ta 1. And then some other dupes of other palettes. I don't know. I like the quality. When I use these, like I said, they don't seem like they're drugstore quality. They seem high-end. And they last it without eye primer, without me having to use the creams that are in them either. I would recommend them. You don't need all 4, obviously. But me being me, I have all 4. And again, even with the Huda Rose Quartz, I don't even know if that palette's available anymore. This does not have every shade that's in the Rose Quartz, but you can get the look from with this palette. The other two, I don't know what these are dupes for. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helped you decide if you're going to buy any of these or pass. If I were to recommend any though so far, it'd be this one here. The True Icon, the Patrick Ta 2 dupe. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. God bless. Bye.